All right, Shalom. We want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Wakaf, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the elect, the house of David, the tabernacle of David. And I just did a lesson speaking on the 144,000, the tabernacle of David, and how those will all be men. And that's true. You know, those will all be men. They will be kings and priests and reign on the earth. No woman will be a king, okay? No woman will be a priest, all right? However, women will have a beautiful and righteous order in the kingdom of heaven, all right? And they will return to being comely and delicate, all right? But they won't be, they'll have servants and stuff like that in the kingdom, but they won't be jumping up and screaming and barking orders, you know, and stuff like that. That's not, you know, what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. You know, the 144,000 will reign. That's the priesthood directly under Yahweh Shai, and we will reign on the earth and be kings and priests. Now, when I did that video, I read a comment that was put on my comment board, and this was one of the scriptures that the guy brought out. And as I was bringing it out in that video on 144,000, I misspoke, because this is actually speaking of a lady. You know, now we know that the Most High likens, you know, the Israelites to a woman, but this letter was actually written to a lady, because you have to understand, you had women. All right, let's read it. 2 John 1:1, the elder, all right, which was John the Revelator, Yahweh Shai's favorite, the elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not only I, but also all they that have known the truth. Now, you have to understand, this most likely was a woman that gave her house up and did beautiful things for the church, and she's going to receive a reward. You know, but she won't be a priest. You know, she won't be a king. She'll receive a reward, and it'll be a beautiful reward, and she's going to be happy. All our women, once the 2/3 are destroyed, will be happy, man. They'll be good. And this current rulership messes you Israelite men's mind up to where when you hear that you'll be the only of something, you want to either add Esau, now you want to add the woman to the priesthood. That's just not true, and that's not going to happen. No, but women will have their lot. Women will have servants. Women will be righteous, you know, and they will be princesses and beautiful wives, you know. So an example of this is Chloe. I'll get that out of the scriptures real quick. Chloe, 1 Corinthians 1:11. This is Paul speaking. It says, "For it hath been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which are of the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you." And Chloe, all right, was an Israelite woman who helped out with the church, okay? She was a follower of the Messiah. You had women who followed the Messiah. You had women who followed the men who preached the Messiah, okay? And I believe her name is something dealing with a green herb. Let's see, Chloe. Green, basically, a green herb. It says a Christian woman of Corinth. And basically, women would give their houses up for the men of the Lord, man. And you had women who were well off of those particular captivities, and they would give to the churches. They would help the men of the Lord make garments and do various things, all right? And what better thing to give up your house to the men of the Lord so that they can meet? Because men of the Lord didn't tie the church unto the Roman Empire. They met and congregated amongst themselves at each other's houses like we do. Okay, so you have women, as I showed you, women will be written in the book of life. Women will have a righteous and beautiful order in the kingdom, but women will not be priests and kings, you know, like you guys want them to be. Okay, even at the time of the Messiah, you had women, you know, when you get Luke, the 23rd chapter, you had women, Luke 23 and 28, but Yahweh Shai turning unto them said, well, matter of fact, let me start at 27. And there followed him a great company of people and women, and of women, which bewailed and lamented him, because when what was happening to the Messiah happened to him, you know, him being bound, lied on, spit on, you had the followers of him, they were crying. They weren't partying and jumping up and down like you Israelites are doing today. They were of a heavy spirit because of what was happening to the Messiah. Okay, so women bewailed and lamented him. But Yahweh Shai turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. All right, for the days, behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. Okay, so these were women who follow the Messiah, and he's basically telling them it's harder times are coming than this. You see what's happening to me, you just wait on to what happened to you for believing on me. All right, before 70 AD and at 70 AD. All right, when they just rolled on the believers of the Messiah, man. And they would put them in coliseums and have them eaten by hungry lions, all sorts of things. So if you had a child in that time, you wouldn't want to see your child go through that. So that's what Yahushua was saying. You follow me. You just wait to see what's going to happen. But overall, this lesson is to bring out that 2 John, the first chapter and the first verse, the elect lady was actually a woman that John was writing to. And most likely that was a woman who allowed the church to congregate at her house and did beautiful things. So may whoever that sister is receive, her reward. We're living in the times of beautiful things for both Israelite men and Israelite women. But the order is the order. The 144,000 are all men. The priesthood will be of all men. All right, and with that order, everything will be restored to righteousness under the Messiah. Shalom.